Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Alan. That is an old police cruiser. And, yeah, I think I'm looking for an excuse to go back to the junkyard. What do you guys think? So, yesterday, while I was looking at the car here, I remembered that I had this problem right here with the weather stripping. See, this is what happens when you have a former police vehicle and the guy driving it has a gun belt on because, you know, the gun and whatever else he's got on the belt rubs on this and then eats it. So, see all this nice deep gouges and everything, and I'm kind of worried about some weather stripping, so I might go see if I can find some more weather stripping since I can get it for dirt cheap. And that hole I was talking about yesterday is actually right here, that little tiny spot. Can't really see it too well, but that was the hole I remember seeing in the seat. But other than that, the seat's in pretty good shape. I think it's a good time for remote start. Alright, I'm pretty sure somebody was asking me for like an acceleration video or like a 0 to 60 or something like that. So, see if I can find a reasonable spot to lay into the throttle and see what you guys think. I mean, it's just a little V6, it's not like a badass V8 engine or anything, but of all the V6s that you can get in this particular car, this is the 3.9 liter. I think there's also like a 3.6 or something smaller one. So this is the biggest V6 you can get in the Impala 9C1 package. So, let's see how it goes. There we are, 0. There we go, 60 miles an hour. That didn't take very long. Good thing there's a lot of roads out here in Florida that have really high speed limits, or I'd look like a jerk. There we go, here's another one. I didn't really lay into the throttle the whole way because the car started pulling a little bit, but at least y'all can hear the engine kind of groan a little. Today's video is brought to you by the lucky number 7, as in 157, 777, and 77 degrees. Yeah, 7, lots of 7s. Pretty good interior piece. Whole lot of nothing left in this one. Weather strip looks like it's good. Absolutely nothing left there. This little yellow thing is how I got the door open. Press down on that, pops the latch. So, if you don't have an interior panel and you need to open it, that's how you open it. This one's actually all black. This might work. It's passenger side, but maybe it'll fit. Corvette, anyone? Alright, so I would say I had a pretty successful junkyard trip. Spent, I don't know, probably 2 hours wandering around in that place, looking for weather stripping, since the weather stripping on this thing isn't in the best of shape. But it also taught me how to take apart the door panels and things like that, and even learned how to take apart the, or I should say, open a door with no handle on it, which is kind of neat. So I'm guessing one of my next videos will be, you know, ripping the weather stripping off and putting new, used, or new to me, weather stripping on there. So, hopefully you guys got a kick out of this video. Hopefully you appreciated seeing this stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the junkyard. There was a ton of people in there. So I was trying not to get people on camera because, you know, some people are cool with being on camera and some people get a little crazy. So I didn't want to put anybody in that predicament where they have to, you know, make that choice on whether or not they want to go completely bananas on me or not. So one of the other things I did notice when I was in the junkyard is, man, they turned that place pretty quick. Remember all those taxi cabs in the last video? So many broken Crown Vics. Not a single one with a spotlight. Yeah, they were all gone. Every last one of them. I think the New York City taxi was still there, and the old TheCopCar was there, but that whole line of taxi cabs, gone. They're just gone. So I guess they got picked clean and there was nothing left. I do have a question for everybody. You know, now that you've seen me go to the junkyard a couple of times, do you guys go to the junkyard at all? And if you do, does your local junkyard have a pretty, I guess, high rate of inventory kind of changing around, new cars coming in pretty regularly, or are you guys kind of stuck with, you know, one or two, you know, well-picked cars that got pretty much nothing left? Just kind of curious if you guys do go to the junkyard and kind of what your feelings are about that. Give you an idea, I bought 2 interior trim pieces and 2 I guess pieces of weather stripping. That was, you know, $30, which is nothing. If I were to go buy all that stuff new, it'd probably be well over $100. That, and I get to kind of pick and choose which pieces I want, which is kind of cool. But like I said, my primary question here to you guys is, do you guys go to the junkyard? Do you like going to the junkyard? Are there local junkyards that you do go to that you like going to? Is there any particular reason why? Just kind of curious about your feedback there. A huge thank you to everybody who left comments on the last video. Let me know kind of what your thoughts were on, you know, what kind of vehicle you would get. Interesting note there, a couple of you were actually talking about the newer Caprice, which I have kind of looked at. I think they're pretty cool cars, but man, them jokers are pricey. I've seen a couple for sale locally, and they're probably, you know, I've seen them actually in the low teens. You know, like $13,000 if the miles are really low on them. So that's, you know, might be a little bit out of my price range, but if they've got, you know, 100-something thousand miles on them and they're a little bit older, I've seen them, you know, down in like the $6,000 and $7,000 range. Haven't really seen too many of them at auction. I'm sure they're out there, but I haven't really looked that hard, so I'm kind of curious. I might start keeping an eye on those just to see. And that's the newer Caprice. I guess that's the police pursuit vehicle, the PPV. So definitely appreciate the feedback on that. You guys are awesome. Oh, yuck. Rain, rain, go away. Well, I guess it will stop fire season. Or at least slow that kind of stuff down. Because fires suck, too. Well, I guess this is kind of a free car wash. But, no. Yeah, maybe I should show you guys what I got. Check it out. New weather stripping. A couple of interior trim pieces. That'll help replace some of that broke stuff that I got in there. Some of my garbage. I have to go ahead and throw that away. But there you go. Some interior weather stripping and, or I guess say door jamb weather stripping. And then a couple of trim pieces. I'm going to have to drill some holes in this one to make it work though. But there you go. Really appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'm glad you guys stopped in, check everything out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click subscribe. There's a little bell next to it if you want the notification. Down in the comments below, you know, if you've got any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, throw that down there. And then other than that, I guess I'll see you next video, and love to all of you. Thanks for watching.